In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 15, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Nationals versus St. Louis Cardinals. This series is scheduled to start Friday night, kicking off the second half for both sides. A Saturday night contest will be the second of 3 between the Washington Nationals and St. Louis Cardinals. Those records should tell the story of each season, independent of expectations. Although dreams of October are rapidly dwindling, every player will give it their all in Busch Stadium over the weekend. The St. Louis Cardinals are getting the benefit of the doubt because they're at home and supposed to be the better team on paper. However, nobody should be willing to lay juice with Steven Matz on the mound, as the Cardinals have lost 10 of his last 11 starts. Also, Matz has been owned by the Nationals throughout his career. Give me the Nationals and the potential big payout. So the Washington Nationals money line is our full game side pick. Building off of the fact that Steven Matz should have a great outing against the Nationals, the under is the better play here. Jake Irvin isn't the greatest pitcher in the world, but he's far from terrible because he's adept at avoiding hard contact. That should limit the amount of damage the Cardinals can do, even if his walk problems persist. Neither bullpen inspires confidence, but after the break, most arms should be fresher than ever. These pitchers have done well looking at their splits, as Jake Irvin is 1-1 with a .274 batting average against with a 3.71 earned run average in 3 road starts, while Steven Matz is 0-4 with a 3.38 earned run average and a .257 opposing batting average in 10 home games. These offenses in the last month of games have not scored enough, as the Nationals are scoring 4 runs in their last 24 games, while the Cards are averaging 4.76 runs in their previous 21 games. Take under 9 runs, and it seems to be the better option with playing almost 2 full games on Saturday. This game doesn't hit double-digit runs. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago White Sox versus Atlanta Braves. The Chicago White Sox have been one of the most underwhelming teams in the MLB this year. They'll look to snap their 3-game losing streak when they turn to Lance Lynn on Saturday. The Atlanta Braves counter with Spencer Strider in this interleague clash scheduled from Truist Park in Atlanta. The White Sox sit with a 38-55 record overall, and the offense has been an issue all season. On Friday, they had 5 hits, but 0 runs. The White Sox are averaging 4.15 runs, while their pitching is giving up 4.88 runs per game. The offense is ranked 25th, while the pitching is ranked 24th. Andrew Vaughn has hit 12 home runs and driven in 53 RBIs. On the mound for the White Sox is Lance Lynn, who sits with a 5-8 record and an earned run average of 6.03. In his last start against the Toronto Blue Jays, he went 7 innings, giving up 1 hit and 0 runs. The Braves sit with a 61-29 record overall, and the offense was good, scoring 7 runs on Friday. The Braves are averaging 5.61 runs, while their pitching is giving up 3.95 runs per game. The offense is ranked 2nd, while the pitching is ranked 3rd. Matt Olson has hit 30 home runs and driven in 76 RBIs. On the mound for the Braves is Spencer Strider, who sits with an 11-2 record and an earned run average of 3.44. In his last start against the Rays, he went 6.1 innings, giving up 4 hits and 0 runs. The White Sox have registered a poor .606 OPS and 69 WRC plus against right-handed pitchers in July. I'm expecting Spencer Strider to dominate Chicago's lineup. The White Sox have never seen Strider before, and Atlanta's righty is arguably one of the most dominant starting pitchers in the majors at the moment. On the other side, Lance Lynn will have a tall task to keep the Braves' offense quiet, even though Atlanta holds a 92 WRC plus and .725 OPS against the righties in July. The White Sox's bullpen has struggled so far this month, posting a 5.97 earned run average and 4.64 Fahrenheit IP in 31.2 innings of work, whereas Atlanta's bullpen has registered a sturdy 2 earned run average and 2.73 Fahrenheit IP through 27 frames of work. The line's too thick to mess with though. Strider is rolling along quite nicely these days. He's 3-0 in his last trio with just their earned and 20 combined innings on 13 hits and 4 walks. Lynn is coming off a nice outing versus the Blue Jays himself with 7.0 clean frames, 1 hit and 1 walk. On Friday, Atlanta had a couple of very big offensive innings and rode a great pitching performance to a dominant win. While Lynn has favorable numbers entering this game, there's no denying that he's been suspect this season overall. He comes in with a HR9 rate of 1.92, which won't bode well against a team that mashed a league-leading 170 bombs this season. Furthermore, Chicago's bullpen has been terrible this season. They're 26th in bullpen earned run average and 25th in WHIP. This game could easily get out of hand, just like Friday's. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus New York Mets. Back in 1957, the New York Giants and Brooklyn Dodgers left for California, leaving the National League without a New York team. A few years later, in Brooklyn's neighboring borough, Queens, sprung the New York Mets, who will host the Los Angeles Dodgers all weekend. These teams met in Los Angeles earlier this year, with the Mets winning 2 of the 3 games. This series is set to begin on Friday night before taking center stage during the Saturday night showdown. The Dodgers sit with a 52-38 record overall, and the pitchine was good on Friday. The Dodgers are averaging 5.51 runs while their pitching is giving up 4.69 runs per game. The offense is ranked 3rd while the pitching staff is ranked 20th. Mookie Betts has hit 26 home runs and driven in 63 RBIs. On the mound for the Dodgers is Tony Gonsolin, who sits with a 5-3 record and an earned run average of 3.86. In his last start against the Angels, he went 6.2 innings, giving up 7 hits and 4 runs. The Mets sit with a 42-49 record overall, and they only had 1 hit on Friday. The Mets are averaging 4.5 runs while their pitching is giving up 4.53 runs per game. The offense is ranked 17th while the pitching is ranked 17th. Pete Alonso has hit 26 home runs and driven in 61 RBIs. On the mound for the Mets will be Kodai Senga, who sits with a 7-5 record and an earned run average of 3.31. In his last start against the Diamondbacks, he went 8 innings, giving up 4 hits and 1 run. With Senga on the mound at home, the Mets shouldn't need to score much to take home a victory. Facing Tony Gonsolin, who limped into the All-Star break, the Mets should score plenty anyway. Both bullpens have been on the wrong side of the league average this season, so there's no true advantage there. The better starting pitcher and an offense that's quietly competitive lead the Mets to a home win, so the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. Even with Gonsolin's recent struggles and 2 middling bullpens, don't expect a ton of runs in this game. Citi Field has been a pitcher's park, something that Kodai Senga has fully taken advantage of. Senga should neutralize the most dangerous offense in this game, while Gonsolin will do enough to keep this game close. The relievers in this game allow a few runs, but not enough to hit double digits. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.